And we're live here at a Nikki Rowe Warriors versus MCHI Bulldogs basketball game. Freshman light action tonight. We had varsity coming up tomorrow night with the boys at 7:30 and the girls at 6 p.m. Boys over at McAllen, girls over here at Rowe. So we'll be bringing you that action tomorrow night. For tonight, we're here with some freshman light action. This game is brought to you by TTF Sports, your exclusive home for sports here at Nikki Rowe High School and McAllen ISD. It's also brought to you by MITV. MITV is a proud sponsor of TTF Sports and a proud partnership's been going on for a while between us two. We're glad to be bringing you this game. 7:13 to play, 6:04 is your time on January 1st, 2014. For all of you that haven't been able to watch a TTF Sports exclusive basketball game before, we're glad to be bringing you this freshman action. One of the only freshman games we will ever cover. But, you know, even though it is one of our very few games, you know, we're still very glad to be bringing it to you. That ball is in the hands of number two for Rowe, taking this one down court. Looks around and gets that one over to 11-11, over to 40 looking. She shoots for three. That one's off the line. And that'll be Rose, number 11, that gets that rebound. She shoots again, nothing there. They get that rebound. They go up, nothing there. 53 shoots for that one. 13 for the Bulldogs, bringing this one back up court. There at midcourt. Takes this one back down, and that one will be a struggle there between 13 for the Bulldogs and 5 for Rowe. So a nice one-on-one action there. Referee actually is a McAllen ISD coach here. It's Coach Robert Bocanegra. McAllen to inbound this ball, as that one will count for a jump ball, and that will be inbounded by McAllen. McAllen getting that one back over. And they get that one over to number 13, down the court to 14, backcourt, and that one will be called for a backcourt violation on that. So backcourt violation called there, 6:18 to play here in your first. Score is 0-0, so a 0-0 game. Number 2 for Rowe, inbounding that one over to number 5. 5 looking to take this one down court, gets that one over, and that one's no good. 25 landing that one out of bounds. 6:11 to play here. Warriors 0, Bulldogs 0. So crosstown rivalry going on here between these two teams. 2 inbounds that one over to 40. And 40 almost has that one taken away by 13. 40 goes up. That one goes up and is no good. 6:08 to play here in your first. 0-0, and that will send 40 to the line for 2 free throw attempts. So 2 free throw attempts to be tried here shortly. 40 looks around. She will attempt her first free throw. First one is off the rim. Will bounce right back to her. She'll take that one forward. 6:08 to play here in your first. Score is still 0-0. Warrior number 40 up at the line. It's Warrior 40 at the free throw line. She makes a second one. That'll land her at 50% at the line for that attempt. Bulldog 14 inbounds that one over to Bulldog 13. Bulldog 13 throws that one down court to 34. And that'll be Rose 53 that steals that ball, gives that one over to 40. 40 looks to take this one down court, met there by 14. 40 and 14. 40 getting that ball over to Rose number 2. That was intended for Rose number 2. Instead, that'll be a Bulldog ball. So the ball goes out of bounds, but becomes a Bulldog ball. 14 to inbound this ball for the Bulldogs, getting that one over to 13. 13 is met there by a swarm of Warriors. That ball is almost taken away there by 40. 25 is able to come up with that one. That one's over the line, nothing there. And that will be 11 over to 40. 40 looking to take this one down court, met there by 25. And that one will slip out of her hand. Bulldogs taking this one back. That'll be 34 there with the ball for the Bulldogs. Gets that one taken away there by number 5 for Rowe. 5 for Rowe goes up, and she lands that shot. So nice shot there. 5:15 to play here in your first. Rowe 3. Bulldogs 0. That'll be Rose number 2 there with the ball. Rose number 2 gets that over to 11. 11 shoots for 2. That one's off the line. And 40 and 11 having a confrontation there for the ball. That ball gets over to Bulldog 13 before going out of bounds. 4:54 to play here. Warriors 3, Bulldogs 0. This ball to be inbounded by Bulldog 14 over to 12 or 15. She has her open option. She picks 12. 12 taking this one down court. She throws that one up from midcourt. Gets that one stolen away by Rose number 5. Rose number 5 waits for the heat to die down from 14 as 14 runs past her and shoots for a good block on that one. 12 getting that one over to 14, and that's number 2 there for Rowe, trying to block that one up, and here come the Bulldogs. Bulldog getting that one over to number 5. This one goes down court now. That'll be Bulldog trying to get that ball away from number 2. Number 2 shoots for a shot on that one, nothing there. 11 guarding there on 15, getting that ball over to 12. 12 over to 14. 14 looking around. She was taking this one down. She was met by 11, but able to get that ball out to 25. 25 shot for a basket. Nothing there. Warriors 5, Bulldogs 0. 4:06 to play here in your first. Road inbound this ball. This will be an 11-2 play. So 2 to take this one down court. 2 gets that one over to number 5. Number 5 looking to take this one across. And gets that one up, and that's good for another basket in favor of Rowe with 3:50 to play here. Scores Warriors 5, Bulldogs 0. Bulldogs calling a timeout here. And subs also coming in. So some subs coming in and Bulldogs calling a timeout. We'll be right back on TTF Sports. 3 minutes and 50 seconds here. Warriors 7, Bulldogs 0. You shoot something good. So 3:50 to play here left in your first. Warriors 7, Bulldogs 0. Tight game going on between these two teams. Bulldogs wanting to get something going in favor of them as they have no momentum in favor of them tonight so far. They get that. They break out of their huddle first, and the Warriors will be coming out second. Warriors break there, and that'll be the Bulldogs coming up with this ball. That'll be number 11 for the Bulldogs having this ball. She passes that ball over to number 12. 12 back to 14. 14 over to 15, down to 11. They shoot, nothing there, but the Bulldogs do get their own rebound. That ball almost went in as it rimmed out. 15 shoots, and 15 will have the first basket there of the night for the Bulldogs. 3:28 to play here in your first. Bulldogs 2, Warriors 7. Bulldogs taking this one down court. Number 2 there for Rowe with the ball. Passes to that ball over, gets that one safely over to number 3 before that one went out of 2. Number 10. Number 10 having this one. Passes that one over to number 2. Number 2 looking around. 2 finding an option. She passes that ball over to 12. 12 still having that one. Getting that ball over to 40. 40 looks around and nice shot there. So nice layup there. Scores now 92 with 2:53 to play here in your first. Bulldog 11 over to Bulldog 12. 12 back to 11 at midcourt. And they'll go ahead and call it travel there on the Bulldogs. So travel called out on the Bulldogs with 2:43 to play here in your first. Warriors 9, Bulldogs 2. Warrior number 2 to inbound this ball. Referee gives it over to her. 15 comes in to block her. 15 looks around, and that'll be 2 that's able to get that ball out and over to 40. 40 shoots for a free throw. That one's off the basket, and that one will be going out of bounds as slash touch there by number 3 for Rowe becomes a Bulldog ball, and that'll be an 11-12. And actually, they'll go ahead and sub out 11 and 12 and put in 34 and 13 again. So 34 and 13 going in, 9-2 game here. They look to take this one down court. 13 getting that ball over to 15. 15 met there by 10 and 3. Bulldogs shoot for a basket. Nothing there. Warrior number 10 taking this one down court. She passes that ball over to 2, and they shoot for a basket there. Nothing there. 9-2 game, 2:18, and a nice job going on here between these two teams. So 9-2 being your score, 2:15 to play here in your first. Bulldog 34 to inbound this ball over, looking for 13, and there is 13. She'll go ahead and wave 15 forward, and they'll still pass that ball over to 13. 13 is met there, pass that ball over to 15. 15 shoots, nothing there. Warriors able to get that ball, and that ball goes out to Bulldogs. Bulldog 15 there, and they shoot for something, nothing there. 12 having the ball for Rowe, gets that ball over, and that ball's taken away there by 11. Up and no good. Warriors fighting for that ball. It's a floor battle now. They get that ball, and that'll go ahead and call a travel there on the Warriors. So that travel will be called against the Warriors in favor of the Bulldogs. Minute 49 to play here in your second. 34 to inbound that ball over to 15. She shoots from midcourt, nothing there. 12 over, and that ball goes out. Ball goes out there as that one was intended for number 2. 34 for the Bulldogs to inbound this ball. She'll find 13 and 15 open again. She chooses 13. 13 over to 15. 15 shoots and off the line. That one no good. They get that ball over to 13. 13 looks around. 13's up. No good. 33 is up and no good again. This time the Warriors come away with that ball, but the Bulldogs take it away. Warriors taking that one back. And that ball will go ahead and slip out of bounds. Referee will call this one a Bulldog against the Bulldogs in favor of the Warriors, though. Minute 22 to play here in your first. Warriors 9, Bulldogs 2. Warrior 2 to inbound this ball. Warrior 2 gets that ball over to 12. 12 looks for an option. She finds 2, and they get that ball over to 3. 3 shoots. Ball rims out, and that'll be the Bulldogs almost taking that one back. Instead, Warriors are able to find an open target, and they get that one across. Warrior 12 there with the ball. She fights with 3 there, and that ball will rim out again. So a lot of rim out balls here for both sides of the court. 13 for the Bulldogs over to number 11, and that ball is taken away there, but the Bulldogs are able to take that one back. They'll go ahead and call a foul there against the Warriors. And that foul will be called against number 3. So number 3 for the Warriors gets that foul called against her in favor of the Bulldogs. 33 to shoot from the line for 2 free throws with 52.2 seconds to go here in your first quarter. 33 will attempt her first free throw shortly. Oh, goodness. Line formation issues here. You have to remember, ladies and gentlemen, this is a freshman team, so they have line issues sometimes setting up. 33 shoots, that one's no good, and the Bulldogs will have one more shot from the line. If she makes this one, the sub will come in. That'll be number 25. If she doesn't make this one, 25 will have to wait. 33 lands her second one, and that'll go ahead and bring in a Bulldog switch off. That'll be 33 going out, so the shooter goes out, 25 comes in, 10 will come in. 10 for the Warriors, shoots that one up. They'll call that one against the Warriors in favor of a Bulldog ball, so Bulldogs getting that one back from behind their net. 34 to inbound this ball for the Bulldogs. Gets that ball over to 25. 25 shoots. No issues there. That one lands up easily. 10 to inbound this ball for the Warriors. 10 over to 2. 2 met there by 34. 2 looking to take this one down court. She's getting that ball across to 10. 10 looks around. 10 needs to find an option. Shoots. Nothing there. Warriors still get that rebound. Nothing there. Warriors get a third try. None of the 3 shots will fall for them. 22 seconds to go here. 13 holding on to that ball. They get that ball across at 34. 34 looks for an option. 40 almost taking that ball away until that ball gets over to 11. 15 shooting for that one. 13 there. 6 seconds to go here. Warriors taking this one back. Warriors looking to get this one all the way down to their basket. Shoot for the buzzer beater, no good, off the basket. 9-5 as that one rims out. So a 9-5 game here at 6:18 on January 13th as your Nikki Rowe Warriors versus McAllen Bulldogs freshman light basketball game continues here. We'll be right back. At the beginning of the second, Warriors 9, Bulldogs 5. Take a look there at the Bulldog bench. We'll take a look there at the Bulldog bench, see how they're warming up and getting ready. Bulldogs are down by 3 points. 4 points. Bulldogs down by 4 points as we enter the beginning of the second. 8 minutes to play here in the second. Warriors ahead by 4 points and 2 baskets. So 4 points or 2 baskets, whichever way you'd like to look at it. Only one referee out here tonight as the other referee is stuck in traffic. So the other referee is stuck in traffic for this first half, it looks like. And that'll be 34 to go ahead and inbound this ball over. Actually, this ball will be going Rowe's way to start off the second. 2 gets that ball over to 40, and 40 looks around for an option here. She gets that ball across and over to 11. 53 has the ball. 53 shoots off the line, and the Warriors, number 5 there. That ball getting out to 34. 34 and 40 having a one-on-one issue there. 40 and 12 now. Warrior number 2 is able to steal away that ball. She looks to take this one up for a basket. They get that ball over to number 5, and that's no good. Off the line. Bulldog number 12 with the ball right now. Met there by 40. And 12 is met there again by 5. 40 is stealing away that ball. Nice job there by 40 getting that ball over to 11. 11 looking to take this one down for a basket. Instead, that ball slips out. 7:19 to play here in your second. Warriors 9, Bulldogs 5. Warrior number 8 with the ball. She looks to inbound this one. She'll look for her option shortly. She finds 53, and that ball gets taken out. And that will be a Bulldog ball. So Bulldogs getting that ball back with 7:11 to play here in your second. 34 inbound. That one over to 13. 13 looking to take this one down court. 5 for Rose, steals away that ball. 5 looks to take this one all the way down for a basket. She gets that one up, and that's good. 11-5 being your new score. 6:55 to play here in your second. Bulldogs taking that ball down to number 13. 13 across to 12. So this one's up at Bulldog range now. 5 stealing that ball away, and it throws that one down court. That'll be Warrior number 2 that's able to get that ball away out of trouble. 40 having the ball now. 40 looks around for an option. And she gets that ball stolen away by 34. 15 now having the ball for the Bulldogs. 15 met there by a swarm of Warriors. They look to take this one down. Warriors stealing that ball back across. And Bulldogs now taking this ball back. 13 having the ball. 13 is met there by 2. 2 is getting upset, as you can see there. Ball goes out of bounds, and that will be a Bulldog ball. So Bulldogs getting this ball back with 6:11 to play here in your second. 11-5 being your score here between the Nikki Rowe Warriors and the crosstown rivals, the McAllen Bulldogs. 11 inbound. 11 will get called for a travel. 11's called for a travel on that one, and Bulldogs will come up with the ball. It'll be 34 for the Bulldogs to inbound this one over to 13. Actually, it'll be 14 to inbound this one. She finds 13 as 34 is out on the bench, and Bulldogs actually make it 3. Bulldogs get 2 more points up there. 5 becomes an 11-7 game here. And they look to get that ball across in the hands of 40. That ball will fall out of bounds. They'll say that that ball was last touched there by the Bulldogs. 5:45 to play here in your second. Warriors 11, Bulldogs 7. Warrior 2 over to 5. 5 looking to take this one up. She finds a basket. That one's off the line, and that'll be in the hands of Bulldog 25, met there by Warrior 2. Bulldog 15 is there. Bulldogs getting that ball across to 14. 14 over to 13. 13 looks for an option. 13 gets that ball taken away there by 40, and that ball is taken back by the Bulldogs. Bulldogs shoot for a basket off the rim, and no good. So that ball still goes back into the hand there of the Bulldogs, and they'll go ahead and call that one against them there. Not good at that. It's lazy. And so this one going in the way of the Bulldogs. Bulldogs holding on to this ball. 5:10 to play here in your second. 14 to inbound this ball over to 13. 13 met there by 2 for the Warriors. 2 steals that ball and takes this one down court. 2 goes up. She finds a basket. No good. 14 for the Bulldogs taking this ball back. She looks to take this one down court. Gets that one over to 32 for the Bulldogs. 32 is met there by 53. That ball goes back out to Bulldog 13. She's double teamed there. Warrior number 2 is able to steal away that ball. She's met there by Bulldog 13. They get that ball backwards to Warrior number 5. Warrior number 5 looks for an option. She shoots up, nothing there. Bulldog number 32 looks for an option now. Bulldog 32 looking to take this one down court, and oh my god. Warrior 11 there with the ball. Gets that ball over to Bulldog 13. Bulldog 13 now looking to take that ball down court. She's met there by Warrior number 2. Bulldog 15 with the ball. Bulldog 15 looking to take this one down court. She finds 14, shoots, and it's off the line. So that ball is off the line and becomes a 4:07 to play here with the Warriors. Up 11-7. Warrior number 2 shoots for another basket, and she makes that one with no trouble. 13-7 being your new score with 3:57 to play here in your second. Bulldog 13 with the ball. She passes that ball down to Bulldog 14. Bulldog 14 over to Bulldog 25. 25 over to 14. 14 over to 25. Met there by Warrior number 11. They look to take that one up, and that one's off the line. So that one's off the line, goes out of bounds, and that will become a 13-7 game with 3:24 to play here. 3:34 to play here in your second. Subs coming in from all sides of the court, and actually that'll be a timeout called. So timeout out on the court. We'll be right back. You're watching TTF Sports in conjunction with MITV. So a nice job going on here. Timeout called out on the court with 3:34 to play here in your second. So 3:34 to play here in your second. Timeout called out on the court. Nice game going on between these two. Great Monday night for some basketball. Talking about other stuff like football out here. We'll talk about the varsity game predictions along with some NFL, and so we'll talk about some NFL football, some varsity basketball for tomorrow, and we'll talk all that stuff tomorrow. So we'll talk all that stuff here in your third quarter. So we'll talk all this stuff here after we enter the third quarter. And don't forget, we have a halftime show brought to you by Ruben L. Solis Jr., local State Farm agent. Get that ball over to 12, and now the Bulldogs shoot up. That one no good. Warriors 53 getting that ball. Taking that one over to 40. 40 met there by 14. 40 getting that ball stolen away by 14, and there will be a foul called against 40, it looks like. So 40 fouls 14. It'll now be 14 to inbound this ball. Quick change up here. 21 going out, 22 coming in. 14 inbound that ball for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs shoot and they make another basket there. So nice job going on there. 3:15 to play here in your second. 13-9 being your new score here between the Warriors and the Bulldogs. Bulldog 15 trying to get that ball away from 2-5, having the ball for Rowe, and that ball slips out of bounds. So ball slips out of bounds and it will become a live Warrior ball. So Warriors to inbound this ball shortly. 3:01 to play here in your second. Warriors 13 and the Bulldogs 9. Warriors looking for an option. She finds 40 and 40 will now shoot for something. She finds an open option. 53 shoots. That one bounces off the rim and no good. That one will be in the hands of 25 for the Bulldogs over to Bulldog 12. Bulldog 12 looking to take this one down court now, getting that one over. And Bulldog 12 looks for an option. She finds 14. That wasn't intentional, but she's able to find her. 25 there for the Bulldogs. And that one will become a jump ball. It'll be in favor of the Bulldogs. So that becomes a jump ball in favor of the Bulldogs. Switch off coming out here. 40 going out and 3 coming in. 25 there for the Bulldogs. Rims out. 53. 10 there for the Warriors. Looking to take this one up for a shot. She finds the basket and a nice job there. No pressure under her. 15-9. 2:22 to play here in your second. Bulldog 12 with the ball. Looking to take this one up court. She's met there by Warrior 2. And Warrior number 10 steal away that ball. The ball will be going the Warrior way as that'll be last touched by Bulldog number 14. 2:09 to play here in your second. Number 2 to inbound that ball in for Rowe. Met there by 15 to block her. 15 had no shot there. 53 shoots. Goes off the board and is no good. This will now be in the hands of Bulldog 12. Bulldog 12 looking to take this one down court. She gets that one across there to Bulldog 25. And that ball goes out of bounds. Ball going out of bounds. 1:49 to play here in your second. Bulldogs having this one. This one will be inbounded by Bulldog 14. So Bulldog 14 inbound that ball over to 25. Back to 14. Over to 12 now and over to 15. Warriors doing a nice job of blocking there. Warrior number 10 lets that ball slip out of bounds as 22 was chasing that one down for the Bulldogs. Number 10 saw that one would slip out of bounds and went ahead and let it run its course before touching it. 1:35 to play here in your second. Ball almost stolen there by Bulldog 14. Instead it gets over to Warrior number 5. Back to number 10. 10 over to 2. And they'll say that ball will be going the Warrior way as last touch there by the Bulldogs. So Bulldogs last to touch that ball. 1:25 to play here in your second. 15-9 being your score. Warrior number 5 with the ball. Warrior number 5 shoots up, and that's good for 3. Oh, that's good for 2. 17-9 becoming your new score. 1:17 to play here in your second. Warriors 17, Bulldogs 9. Again, this is freshman light action brought to you on TTF Sports and MITV. Bulldog 12 with the ball there. Passes that ball over to Bulldog number 14. Bulldog number 14 looking to take this one down court. Finds Bulldog 13. They get that ball over to Bulldog 25 and no good. 53 for Rowe taking that one back, and that'll be a battle there between number 2 and number 14. They'll go ahead and call that one a jump ball in favor of Rowe. So a jump ball called in favor of Rowe with 56.8 seconds to play here in your third. Warrior number 2 now having the ball. Warrior number 2 looking to take this one down court. She finds number 5. Number 5 shoots for 2, and that one's off the rim. So off the rim there, and this one will now be in the hands of number 12. Number 12 there for the Bulldogs is met there by number 2. Gets that ball over to number 14. 14 takes that ball over to 15. Shoots and off the line. 53 there for the Warriors holding on to this ball. Getting that ball across, and that'll be Warrior number 2 now with the shot. Warrior number 2 getting that ball over. 25 seconds to play here in your second. Warrior number 5 having the ball. Passes that ball over to Warrior 53 and no good. Number 12 there for the Bulldogs with 13 seconds to play. 12 looking to get this one over to the rim. She almost steps out of bounds. She was double teamed there by 55-2. Shoots, and that one is off the rim again, so no good. Final here at the end of 2 quarters played. Warriors 17, Bulldogs 9. A nice game going on between these two. And we're back here with an exclusive basketball game between Nikki Rowe Warriors and McAllen Bulldogs. 14 to inbound the ball for the Bulldogs, getting that ball over to Bulldog number 12, back to Bulldog number 14. Bulldog number 25 now having the ball, met there by Warrior number 11. Warrior number 11 makes that one a jump ball, and that will be a jump ball in favor of Rowe. So Rowe coming down with that jump ball. Warriors to inbound this ball after that one becoming their ball. Warrior number 2 over to Warrior number 5, back to Warrior number 2. Warrior number 2 now looking to take this one down court. She meets Warrior number 5 there, and Warrior number 5 shoots up. Nothing on that one as that one rims out. That'll become Warrior number 40 that shoots for that one. Nothing there. And now this ball will be coming back down court with the Bulldogs. That ball falls out of bounds, falls off of the ref, and will become a Warrior ball. So Warrior number 2 to inbound this ball as that ball fell right off the ref. Warrior number 11 getting that ball over, and that ball goes right past all the Warriors and goes over to the Bulldogs. And that will be Bulldog number 12 there with the ball, getting that ball over to Bulldog number 13. Warrior number 5 making that one look perfectly like a travel there and against the Bulldogs. So that one's a travel there against the Bulldogs becomes a row ball, and it doesn't matter because Bulldogs taking that ball back. Now they'll go ahead and call a foul there on the Bulldogs. So they'll go ahead and call a foul there on the Warriors, and that'll be called against 13. It looked like Warrior number 14 to inbound this ball, and she passed that ball over to Warrior number 34. Instead, that ball goes over to Warrior number 5. Warrior number 5 will go up for 2 basket shots. So 2 basket shots on this one. She will attempt to make 2 from the free throw line, as that one was a foul when she was already going up to the basket. She will attempt her first one shortly. She lands her first one to number 5, doing a good job there of landing her first one. She will attempt her second one shortly. Warrior number 5 doesn't land her second one, and that'll be 40 that tries to get that rebound back for Rowe. No luck there. Bulldogs looking to take this one down court. She's able to bring this one up to about shooting range, so this one's shot from downtown. No good there. Bulldogs still getting their own rebound. That'll be Bulldog number 15 with the ball. She gets that ball, and that ball will fall out of there. 2:51 to play here in your third. That'll be Warrior number 2 over to Warrior number 5, back over to Warrior number 2. Warrior number 2 finding, looking over. She found 11, and 11 shoots for a basket. Nothing on that one. That'll be Bulldog number 25 with that rebound, met there by Warrior number 40. Bulldog number 12 looking to take this one down court. Bulldog number 12 met there by Warrior 2 over to Bulldog number 15. Bulldog number 15 met there by Warrior 11. They go up, and that one's off the line. That'll be Warrior number 5 there with the ball now. That one will be a jump ball in favor of the Bulldogs. So jump ball there in favor of the Bulldogs with 6:22 to play here in your third. That ball gets over to Bulldog number 25. She shoots nothing there. Warrior 40 almost getting that rebound, and instead it falls backwards and over to 14. And that ball was in the hands of 15 as that one went out of bounds and became a Bulldog ball again, as that one will be touched off of Rowe, they'll say. That ball going backwards now, and that ball is going up. Number 11 shoots, nothing on that one. Warrior number 2 making that rebound though, and nothing on that one. Bulldog number 15 looking to take this one down court. She meets, and that'll be a travel there on the Bulldogs. So travel called against number 3 there, 13 there for the Bulldogs will become a row ball. Number 2 will inbound this one for the Warriors over to number 11. So she inbounds that one over to number 11. Finds 53, shoots, and that one's off the board. So that one's off the board as that one flew right over it. It got a touch of the board and went right over after that. Switch offs here. 14 goes out. 22 coming in for the Bulldogs. Getting that ball over to Warrior number 2. Warrior number 2 shoots there. Nothing there. And a jump ball there between Warrior number 5 and Bulldog number 13 in favor of the Warriors. So a nice job there by Warrior number 5. Making that one a jump ball, and that one was able to get back to her team. Warrior number 2 looking for options. She finds Warrior number 5. Warrior number 5 shoots on that one, nothing there. And that'll be the Bulldogs coming up with this rebound. So Bulldogs getting that ball into the hands of Bulldog number 12, and that one will be a foul. So it looks like a foul called against 40. So white foul called against number 40. For Rowe, and it'll become a Bulldog ball. So they'll go ahead and take out 40 and put in 3 as soon as they get a chance here. As number 3 is already up at the line. Warrior number 2 here, and Warrior number 2 gets that ball taken over by 15. So 15 and 2 fighting for that ball. And that'll be a sub. So the sub will go ahead and come in for the Lady Warriors. And like I said, that'll be, instead of for 40, that'll be in for 53. 22 to inbound this ball for the Bulldogs. 22 getting that ball over, and the Warriors have that fall right off in the foot of number 5 there for the Warriors. So Warriors almost receive that ball back, and that one went out of bounds, and the Bulldogs call a timeout. They will get this one back down on the Rose side of the court after we come back here. 5:12 to play in your third. Warriors 18, Bulldogs 9. Warriors leading by double the score right now. We'd like to remind you that this game is brought to you by TTF Sports in contribution with MITV. This is a exclusive that you will only see here on MITV and TTF Sports YouTube. You can also catch us on TTF on Facebook, Twitter, under Mcallen ISD, or under TTF Sports. We're always available for you. On Twitter, it's Nate the Great M. On Facebook, it's TTF Sports Videography. And, we'd always like to hear from our fans out here. Ball goes over to Bulldog number 13 now. Bulldog 22 holding on to that ball. That ball falls out of bounds, and it will become a Warrior ball there as number 2 did a nice effort of getting that one to slip out of Bulldog 22's hand and fall for her. So Warrior number 2 to inbound this ball shortly. She finds Warrior number 11. They get that ball over to Warrior number 5. Warrior number 5 over to Warrior number 40. Warrior number 40 shoots. That one's off the line. No good there. Warrior 11 on that one. And Bulldog number 13, they look to take that one across. There will be a foul called against there, and it'll be against Warrior number 5. So a foul called out there against Warrior number 5, and a sub will be called out onto the court by Rowe. That'll be a sub out for 5, and that'll go ahead and bring in number 12. 34 to inbound this ball for the Bulldogs. Getting that ball over to Bulldog 14. That ball slips out of bounds as Bulldog 14 had that one slip right out of her hands. 4:42 to play here in your third. Warrior number 2 to inbound this ball shortly. She gets that ball over to Warrior 11. A nice 1-2 there. And then Warrior number 11 getting that ball across. They look to take that one up. That'll be number 25 there for the Bulldogs. They look to take this one down court, and that will slip out of bounds. That'll be Warrior 40 coming up with this ball. Warrior number 40 Smith there by 25 and 22. Ball will slip out of bounds, become a Rowe ball, as that one was last touched there by either 14 or 22. Either way, that one becomes a Rowe ball, and a timeout called there by Rowe. So 18-9 still being your score out here. And a nice job going on here between these two schools. Two crosstown rivals. Again, this game is brought to you by TTF Sports and MITV. It's an exclusive that you will only see here on our 2 channels. So we're glad to be bringing you this game. 4:17 left here in the third. So about a quarter and a half left to play here. Referee to blow his whistle to indicate both teams have to come out of their huddle. And the referee blows his whistle there. Both teams will be coming out of their huddle shortly. Warriors coming out of theirs first, and waiting for the Bulldogs to come out of theirs. Bulldogs come out of their huddle. So both teams coming back out onto the court. Warrior 11 to inbound this ball. Warrior 11 inbounding that ball over to Warrior 2, over to Warrior 12, and that ball falls out of bounds by 25, and Warrior 12 is able to actually save that ball. That ball they'll say that ball was last touched there by the Bulldogs and become a Warrior ball, as 40 was right behind the Bulldogs, but they won't call it against her, and Bulldogs will come up with this ball. Bulldogs looking to take this one down court. They get that one across. Bulldog 34 there with the ball. Bulldog 34 looking for an option. Warrior number 2 stealing that ball. She looks to take that one up. That ball falls out of bounds. Last touch there by Bulldog number 24 with 3:42 to play here in your first. So 3:42 to play here in your third. Warriors inbounding that ball over. Number 40 shoots. Nothing on that one. Bulldog number 12 getting this ball. Taking this one down court for a shot. And she lands that one up. No good on that one, though. Bulldogs do get that rebound. They get that ball over to 25. Nothing there. And they shoot again. Nothing there. So 3 tries there. Nothing happens. 14 shoots up. That one falls off the rim. And Bulldogs are finally able to score something out there. 3:15 to play here in your third. 18-11 becoming your score here. Warriors leading by only 7 points now at this point. 53-10 will be coming back into this game shortly. Who they'll be replacing, I'm not sure yet. Rose shoots, nothing there. Bulldog 14 with the ball, and they'll go ahead and call a travel there on the Bulldogs. So they'll go ahead and call a double dribble there on the Bulldogs. Warriors stand on that ball, and 11 and 3 will go out, so the 10 and 53 can go ahead and come back into this game. Warrior number 2 to inbound this ball in for Rowe. Warrior number 2 finding Warrior number 12, and Warrior number 12 looks for an option. She gets that one called for a double dribble, so that's how Rowe got the ball with the double dribble called against McCai, and now McCai gets the ball back with a double dribble called against Rowe. 34 over to 14 for the Bulldogs. 14 bringing this one up court. She tries to get that one over to 34. No luck on that one. That ball will fall out of bounds. Last touch there by Bulldog 14, it looked like on that one. And they'll go ahead and call that one, yeah, against Bulldog 14, as she was last touch that ball there. That'll be Warrior 2 to inbound that ball. Warrior 2 inbounding that ball over to Warrior number 40. Warrior number 40 shoots and off the basket. 53 there for Rowe getting that rebound. Ball gets over to 2, now 5, and 5 shoots. 5 gets Rowe back up by 10 points. 20-11 being your score now. Bulldogs down by 10. And they get that ball across there. Nice job there. And actually, Bulldogs down by 9. 15 there. That ball goes up. No good there. And that will fall out of bounds. Become a Warrior ball. 2 minutes and 1 second to play here in your third. So 2.1 to play here in your third. Subs coming in from both sides of the court. And that'll be Bulldog 13 in for Bulldog 34. And that'll be 53 out. So the 3 can come in. A little collision there, so 53 ended up with the bloody nose on that one. Warrior number 2 getting that ball across. Warrior number 3 has that ball slip right over her. Warrior number 2 having that ball slip out of her hands and into Bulldog territory, and the referee will call the Bulldogs out of bounds. 1 minute and 45 to play here in your third. Warriors tamed on this ball. 2 looks for 5. That will be her throw-in man. And 2 gets that ball over, and the Bulldogs actually come up with that one, as they did a nice job of blocking off Rowe there. Warrior 2 shoots on that one, nothing there. Warrior number 5 going for that one. Warrior number 5 goes up, and that one will be off the line. Warrior number 5 is able to get her own rebound. She takes that one over to Warrior number 2, and they'll take that one up. So 3 tries there, no shots on that one, and the Bulldogs now having this ball. Bulldog 13 over to Bulldog 14, met there by Warrior 2. Bulldogs going up for a shot. That will be 33 with the shot, so 33 with the shot. 13-20 being your score. 1 minute and 10 seconds to play here in your third. 20-13 being your score. Warrior number 5 back to Warrior number 2. Warrior number 2 looking to take this one down and get something in the hole, as the Bulldogs were able to get something going up there. Warrior number 10 getting that ball across to Warrior number 40 and 5, and that ball slips out as 5 try to shoot there. Nothing on that one. Warrior number 3 gets that ball across and out to Warrior number 2. That ball slips out. Nothing there. Bulldog 33 now with the balls. Throwing that one over to Bulldog 13. They'll go ahead and call a travel there on the Bulldogs and become a Warrior ball with 36.2 seconds to play here in your third. Warriors 20, Bulldogs 13. That'll be Warrior number 2 to inbound this ball. She finds Warrior 5, and they'll go ahead and call a foul there against Bulldog 14, it looked like. Warriors to inbound this ball again. And this time with a little under 35 seconds to play here. If they look to take that ball, it's in the hands of Warrior number 40. Warrior number 40 looks for an option. She passes that ball over to Warrior 10. Warrior 10 shoots. That ball is off the line. Warrior number 2 getting that rebound. That one's off the line too, and Bulldogs taking that ball back. Warrior number 10 now with the ball. They look to take this one down, and there's Warrior number 5 doing a nice job of blocking Bulldog 12, and Bulldog 14 now having the ball with 13 seconds to go. Bulldog 25 shoots out of bounds and becomes a row ball as that one fell out of bounds with 9.9 seconds to play here in your third. 20-13 being your score. Warrior number 5 to inbound this ball over. Bulldogs making changes here. 25 and 13 going out. And 32 coming back into the game. Ball slips out of bounds with 1.1 seconds to play here in your third. 34 to inbound this ball over to 32. 32 looks around and out of bounds. So that one falls out of bounds. 20-13 is your score here at the end of 3 quarters played. So at the end of 3 periods played, 20-13 being your score. We have another 8 minutes left here as we will enter the 4th shortly. We're in the break in between the 3rd and the 4th. Now let's go ahead and talk about the varsity game for tomorrow. 2 nice matchups happening tomorrow. Nikki Rowe girls and Nikki Rowe boys versus McAllen Bulldog girls and boys, and that will be a nice matchup there between 2 strong teams. You know, it's always great when you see a cross-town rivalry, as you know, it really makes the games twice as good. You know, anything can happen in a cross-town rival game. Now let's talk about some NFL. Right now the Eagles and the Cowboys are in the 2nd, as Dallas is down by 10. Actually, those scores are old. Let's talk about some basketball. Rockets down with 2:39 left in the first. Celtics 21. So a nice game going on there between those two, and you know, Spurs to tip off at 7 o'clock. So the Spurs to tip off here in a couple minutes, and as always, we'll be bringing you that game action. We'll be bringing you stats from that game and talks about it tomorrow night as the Bulldogs take on the Warriors. So Bulldogs taking on the Warriors over there for that varsity game action tomorrow night. And that'll be Warrior 2 with the ball. Warriors 2 looking to take this one down court. Warriors 2 looking to shoot this one up for a basket. She finds Warrior number 40. Warrior number 40 looking around. She's met there by Bulldog number 15. Warrior number 40 getting that ball over to Warrior number 2. Warrior number 2 is double teamed there by 15 and 14. Warrior number 40 now needs to find an option. She finds Warrior number 2. Warrior number 2 shoots, and that one will be off the line. They'll go ahead and send that one back the Bulldog way, as that one will be last touch there by Rowe. Rowe trying to get that one out of trouble as they had a nice double team going there. The Bulldogs had a nice double team going there against the Warriors. Bulldog 15 now with the ball. That ball slips out, and Warrior number 40 trying to save that one. Instead, that one will be going down the Bulldog way. So Bulldogs holding on to that ball, even though Warrior number 40 was able to get that ball out of trouble. Right now, we're currently waiting for Bulldog number 34 to finish tying her shoe, and then we'll go ahead and get back to game action. And there she goes. She tied her shoe. Bulldog 14 over to Bulldog 15. Bulldog 15 shoots up. Nothing there. Warrior number 40 there with the ball. And that ball slips out of bounds. Will become a Warrior ball. There's a nice effort there by Warrior number 40. And that'll be Warriors 20, Bulldogs 13, 7:08 to play here in your fourth. Warrior number 2 over to Warrior number 5. Warrior number 5 looking to take that one down court. She takes that one over. Warrior number 40 is there. Gets that ball over to Warrior number 2. Warrior number 2 shoots up. That one's no good. And that will now be in the hands of Bulldog 14. That one slipping down court. They get that one through. Bulldog 33 with the ball there. And that one's up. Bulldogs able to shoot a basket here. Now they're only down by 5 with 6:40 to play here in the fourth. Will they come back? That's a question here. Warriors getting that ball over to Warrior number 5. She's traveling. Bulldog 15 blocking Bulldog 40 there. They look to take that one down court. And they'll go ahead and call a travel there on Warrior number 40 as she put that one above her head and did nothing there. Momentum of the feet and no momentum of the ball. That's how you come up with a travel. And so the referee will go ahead and whistle that this one's a Bulldog ball. Bulldog 14 to inbound this ball. Bulldog 14 getting that one across. Bulldogs having that ball in Bulldog 25's hand. They shoot up and that one's no good. Bulldog 25 with the ball though, and that one will be called for a jump ball there. It will be a Bulldog ball though. So Bulldogs looking, they shoot another basket, and will they come back here? 20-17 is now your score with 6:10 to play here in your fourth. Warrior number 2 looking to take this one down court. Warrior number 2 getting that ball over. She shoots and it's off the line. That'll be Warrior 53 with that ball. And they won't call that one for a foul against the Bulldogs. Bulldogs looking to take this one up for another basket. That'll be a foul there between 11 and 32. Nice job there. You know, sometimes you have a difficult situation going on between you, and you know, you just you have to look at the whole picture and say, okay, I can foul her and I can end up with this ball, you know, having all my friends, all my co-workers, all my team players around me, or I can let her go up, and that was the best option there at that time. Warrior number 5 getting that ball down to Warrior number 2. Warrior number 2 looking to take this one up for a shot. She's met there by Bulldog 14. Warrior number 2 has that ball slip out of her and right into the hands of Bulldog number 14. They'll go ahead and call a foul there against Bulldog 14. So that foul will be called against the Bulldogs there. 5:30 to play here in your first. Actually, that foul will be called the other way as I first saw it, which will mean that that one's called against Rowe. And Rose number 2. Rose number 2 is being aggressive there. She's giving elbow. That's the second time that she gives elbow within the past 30 seconds. 14 over to 15. Almost gets that ball stolen away by Warrior number 5. That ball slips in. 13, and that one's up and across. No good. That'll be Bulldog 14 with that ball. Slips out of her hands and will stay a Bulldog ball. So that one's staying a Bulldog ball. 20-17 with 5:13 to play here in your fourth. Though a game that was, I guess you could say, not so exciting in the first half has now become an exciting game. 53 holding on to that ball for Rose. They get that ball taken away. 33 there now with the ball, and that ball in the hands of Warrior number 2. Warrior number 2 is able to come down with that ball. Bulldog 14 steals that one away. 4:55 to play here. 20-17 becoming your score. Let me tell you, this one's a tight situation. They shoot up, and Bulldogs score a nice basket on that one. 19-20 being your score. 4:40 to play here in your fourth. Ladies and gentlemen, this has now become an exciting game. They'll call that one against Bulldog 14. So Bulldog 14 having that foul called against her will stay a Rowe ball, and Rowe will get this one from behind their basket. So this one becoming a close game. 20-19. Warriors still leading by 1. 4:36 to play here in your fourth. That ball going over to Warrior number 10. There, Warrior number 10 shoots up, and that's off the line. No good there. This one looking to go down court. Bulldog 15 there with the ball, and that one slips out of bounds, staying a Bulldog ball. 4:26 to play here in your fourth. Bulldogs 19, Warriors 20. Tight game. 1-point game going on here between these two. That ball going over to Bulldog 25, and up and no good. Warrior number 40 is able to save that ball, but that one's still taken away by the Bulldogs. Bulldog 25 shoots. That's off the line. Warrior 53 getting that one over, and they'll go ahead and call a foul there. So they'll go ahead and call a foul there against 25 for the Bulldogs. So 25 for the Bulldogs, having that foul called against her with 4:11 to play here in your fourth. Best thing the Warriors can do is run out the clock here. You necessarily don't have to shoot for a basket, as you have only 4 minutes left here. So just sort of keep the ball away from the opponent, and you'll be in good shape. You know, keep that amount of space that you can keep, and don't necessarily shoot for anything. 53 for the Warriors, taking that ball back, and they'll go ahead and call this one a jump ball in favor of Rowe. 3:54 to play here in your fourth, and like I said, you don't have to shoot for anything. Just sort of keep the ball in your hands, and you can pull out with the win on this game. Warrior 53 there with the ball. Warrior 53 having that ball slip out of her hands into the hands of Warrior 40. Warrior 40 getting that ball over to Warrior 2. And that will become a jump ball there between Warrior 2 and Bulldog 14. And it will stay. That one will become a Bulldog ball. So Bulldog ball with 3:45 to play here in your fourth. Bulldog 15 there with the ball. Bulldog 15 is met there by Warrior 2. They look to take that one across. Bulldog 14 now there, and she gets clothesline there. She's still down. Bulldog fans are upset out there. 3:30 to play. Why did you not see that? Bulldog fans getting upset by the calls out here. And we'll be right back. 3:30 to play here. 20 for the Warriors, 19 for the Bulldogs. Close game, and you know what? We'll be right back, as this one has become injury out on the court. It looks like a severe injury, and we'll be right back. 3:30 to play. So we've been requested not to film this and not to do commentary for the rest of this game, but I won't. I will go against the order of not to do commentary right now. Difficult game going on right now, and you know what? We'll go ahead and take you over to some scores. And talk about that varsity game coming up tomorrow between the Bulldogs and the Warriors. And we're able to get her off the court. So number 14 comes off the court, and she'll be fine. Well, we hope she is. And so anyways, we hope your injury is not too severe there, number 14. 3:30 to play here in your fourth. Bulldogs trailing by 1 point. Warriors having this ball. Like I said, you don't have to do too much. Just hold on to the ball. Make sure it doesn't get out of your area, and you'll be fine. Warrior number 2 over to Warrior number 40. Warrior number 40 looks around. She's met there by Warrior 34. And Warrior 40 is able to take that ball out. Warrior 40 shoots, and that one's off the line. That one's off the line there. That'll be Bulldog 13 with the ball. She gets that ball stolen away by Warrior number 40. 40 goes up, nothing on that one. And that'll be Bulldog 25 now with the ball. She's met there, and that'll be the Warriors to take that ball back, and they'll go ahead and call that one against Bulldog 15. So Bulldog 15, 3:05 to play here in your fourth. 20-19 being your score. Let me tell you, difficult game going on here between these two. Warrior number 2 over to Warrior number 10. Warrior number 10 shoots, nothing on that one, and the ball will fall out of bounds, becoming a Warrior ball. So Warriors keeping that ball on their side. 3 minutes to play here. Warriors 20. Bulldogs 19, and that ball is taken away there by the Bulldogs. That one will fall out of bounds. Last touch there by the Bulldogs and become a Warrior ball again. So Warriors having this ball again. It's 2:57 to play here in your fourth. And they get that ball across to 53. 53 over to 10. 10 shoots. No reason to shoot right now. 53 shoots again. Now it's in the hands of Bulldog 25. They need to get something going here. They need to get this ball out of their hands. And they'll go ahead and call that one for a travel against the Bulldogs here with 2:45 to play in your fourth. 20-19 being your score. Warriors leading by 1. Warrior 2 to inbound this ball. She's blocked by 34, getting that ball over to 10. She looks to take that one down court. 10 shoots. That one's off the line. Bulldog 15 there with the ball. Bulldog 40 and Bulldog 15 having a battle there with Warrior 40. And Bulldogs holding on to this ball. 2:30 to play. Warrior number 40 there with the ball. Warrior number 40 looks to go up, and that shot is off the line. That ball falling back into the Bulldogs' hand there, and they get that ball across. Will the Bulldogs score? That ball will fall out of bounds, and that will become a Bulldog ball with 2:15 to play here in your fourth. Close game here. Warriors 20, Bulldogs 19. 1 point away is this game. So a 1 point game going on here between two crosstown rivals. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, anything can happen right now in a game like this. And some players coming in right now. Bulldog 12 to inbound this ball over to Bulldog number 15. They look to take that one over. They get that ball over to Bulldog number 12. Bulldog number 12 shoots off the line. Warrior number 40 taking that rebound. Warrior number 40 looking to take this one up for a shot. She's met there by Bulldog 14. It will slip out of bounds. Last touch there by Bulldog number 14, as they'll call that one. So they'll call that one last touch there by the Bulldogs, with Warrior number 2 to go ahead and inbound this one. And a timeout called here by Rowe. So a timeout called by Rowe. We'll go ahead and be right back here on TTF Sports. You're watching a TTF Sports exclusive in conjunction with MITV. So a TTF Sports and MITV exclusive basketball game here. We're glad to be bringing you this game. 2:02 left in the fourth. Warriors 20, Bulldogs 19. Close game going on right now between these two teams as we enter the final 2 minutes of the fourth. And this one's tied up at a 20-19 game. So a 20-19 game with the final 2 minutes coming up. We're at 2:02 right now, and the final 2 minutes will be coming up here shortly. Nice game, and just really shows even though this game isn't too televised, we're glad to be bringing you this here on TTF Sports and MITV. It's an exclusive basketball game here between the two of us. It's a joint effort. This is Nate Menchaca. 2:02 to play here in your fourth. Bulldogs 20, Warriors 20, Bulldogs 19. Bulldogs come out of there. Bulldogs coming out of their huddle, and now the Warriors. And we'll get back to game action here between the Warriors and the Bulldogs. Warriors to inbound this ball. Warrior number 2 having that ball. She takes that ball over, and that will be in the hands of Warrior number 5. She tries to get that one up for a shot, and they'll go ahead and call a foul there against the Bulldogs. So a foul called there against the Bulldogs with 2 minutes to play in your fourth. 20-19 being your score here, and it becomes a Rowe ball again. So Rowe getting this ball again. Close game here. Nice effort, and 40 having that ball. 40 for Rowe has that ball. She shoots. Nothing there. Falls into the hands of 25 there, and that'll be Warrior number 40 that takes that ball back. She shoots for 3. That one's off the line. Warrior number 5, and Warrior number 5 will get sent to the basket for 2 free throw attempts, as she was already going up for that shot when they fouled her. 1:49 left here in the fourth. Tight game going on between the Nikki Rowe Warriors and the McAllen Bulldogs. This is your freshman light game action here. Warrior number 5 at the basket. Warrior number 5 misses her first basket. She will attempt her second basket shortly. She makes her second one. That'll put the this game at a 1-basket lead for the Warriors. She makes neither. 53 does get that ball, though, and it'll be in the hands of 53, though. Call that ball falling out of bounds with 1:45 to play here. Bulldogs 19, Warriors 20. And that'll be a switch out for the Bulldogs. 15 will go out, 13 will come in. And we'll check what goes on here. As 1:45 left here in your fourth. A tight game between the Nikki Rowe Warriors and the McAllen Bulldogs. And that ball is stolen away there by the Bulldogs. And that'll be number 40 that steals back that ball in favor of Rowe. 1:38 to play here. Number 2 there for Rowe with the ball. And she will get a foul called against. So the Bulldogs getting a foul called against them. And that will be a pushing foul there. 5 against 25, so pushing foul called against there on Bulldog 25. 1:33 to play here in your fourth. Bulldogs 20. Warriors 20, Bulldogs 19. Close game going on between these two. 1:33 to play here in your fourth. Warrior 2 to attempt 2 free throws. She misses her first. And now this one will be going the Bulldog way. She only had one shot on that one. A minute 33, 20-13 being your score. Warriors want to keep the Bulldogs from scoring. And the Bulldogs calling a timeout. So Bulldogs call a timeout. We'll be right back. You're watching a TTF Sports exclusive in conjunction with MITV. This is a Nikki Rowe versus McAllen Bulldogs basketball game. Freshman light basketball game going on here between these two. You know, we're glad that you could tune in to watch our game, and you know, we'll have the varsity game action on along with varsity boys and girls, and we'll be playing, you know, all the varsity girls and boys games along with the varsity boys game from Rowe when they make it off to playoffs here exclusively on MITV in conjunction with TTF Sports. You know, we're glad to be bringing you these games. Minute 31 left here in the fourth. 20 for the Warriors, 19 for the Bulldogs. A close game. And this one will become a Bulldog ball to be inbounded from under the Warrior net. Let's see what the Bulldogs can get going here. Maybe they have some lucky magic that hasn't pulled out yet in favor of them. Warriors coming out first out of their huddle, and the Bulldogs to come out of their huddle next. And so let's see what happens here. A minute 31 left. Anybody's ball game with 1 point away. So anybody's ball game, as this one's only a 1 point game at 20-19. Warrior number 2 coming up with that ball. They'll go ahead and call a foul there against Bulldog 13 it looked like, and that will bring this one to a minute 27 left with the Warriors having this ball. And it will be a shot foul. So a shot foul on this one, as they're already past the 7 limit of fouls per team. Lane violation there, becoming a Bulldog ball. Minute 27 left to play here in your fourth. 20 for the Warriors, 19 for the Bulldogs. Close game. Bulldog number 12 over to Bulldog 15. They look around, and Bulldog 15 with the ball. They look to take this one all the way down, and she finds an open option there. They almost have that ball stolen away, and that'll be Warrior 53 there with the ball. That'll become a jump ball in favor of Rowe with 1 minute and 11 seconds to play here. That could have been the one that nailed the coffin for the Warriors if that one would have become a Bulldog ball. Instead, it becomes one step closer to being an even closer game with a minute 11 to play here. Bulldogs taking that ball back, and that will be the Warriors coming up with that ball. Warriors 53 now with the ball, and she makes a basket, and she will get sent to the line for an extra on this one. 59.4 seconds to go here. She needs to shoot another point here. 22-19 is now your score. Will the Warriors pull out with the win, or will the Bulldogs make a miraculous comeback, as they do have 59.4 seconds to go here, and they're not down by too many? What will happen here? We'll find out shortly. Warrior 53 does not make it. And that one was a live ball, ladies and gentlemen, as that was only one shot and it became a live ball. So Bulldogs last to touch that one, and that one will become a travel there on the Bulldogs before she even knew it. Funny play there. Ball gets in the hands of 53, over to 15. 15 for the Bulldogs. 50 seconds to go in the fourth. That ball falls out of bounds. Last touch there by Rowe. 46.6 seconds to go here in your fourth. Who will win? Who will come out the champion? Who will be the crosstown rival champion here between the Nikki Rowe Warriors and the McAllen Bulldogs? Stay tuned to find out shortly. You're watching MITV and TTF Sports. 46.6 seconds to go here. Warriors 22, Bulldogs 19. Close game between the two exclusively here on TTF Sports and MITV in conjunction. 46.6 seconds. We're glad to be bringing you this game. It is a nice close game, as it was a little bit difficult there in the beginning for both teams. Now this one become a close game for both teams. 46.6 seconds to go. Warriors 22, Bulldogs 19 in the fourth. That was 53 that scored that basket for Rowe here. We'll go ahead and show you both teams here and their huddles. Bulldogs in their huddle. Warriors in their huddle. So, and here comes your referee, Coach Bocanegra. So Robert Bocanegra, your referee for the night, in conjunction with another referee. 46.6 seconds to go here. Warriors 22, Bulldogs 19. Close game between these two. Who will win? Who will be the crosstown champion? Find out shortly. Referee has to show 53. There is an invisible line here that you cannot pass when you are guarding here. Bulldog 34 with the ball to inbound. Now in the hands of 15. Bounces off of Rowe, and 44.3 seconds to go here. 22-19 becoming your score between the Warriors and the Bulldogs. 34 to inbound that ball. She finds 15, and they shoot for that one. No good. Warrior number 5 over to Warrior number 2. Warrior number 2 needs to keep this one. 36 seconds to go. No reason to foul here. And a jump ball called there between 40 and 15 in favor of Bulldogs. 32.1 seconds to go here. Who will win? Who will be the crosstown rival? What will happen in this game? Close game. 22-19 in the fourth with 32 seconds to play. And here come the Bulldogs. Bulldogs taking this one down court. Number 10 there for Rowe. And that ball slipping out of bounds with 24.1 seconds to play here. Will become a Bulldog ball. 24.1 seconds to go here. Let me tell you. Close game. Hard action between these two. Sub number 12 will come in for player number 10. Let's see what happens here. 24 seconds. Who will be the crosstown rival? Warrior number 2 having that ball, and she just has to make this one a jump ball. She doesn't have to do much more. Becomes a jump ball in favor of the Warriors with 18.7 seconds left here. So 18.7 seconds left here in your fourth. Warriors 22, Bulldogs 19. Who will win? They get that ball over to Warrior number 5. It's in the hands of Warrior number 2. You don't really have to shoot for anything right now, as you only have 13 seconds left on the clock. And that'll be Warrior number 40 scrambling for that ball. Nice way of running out the clock there. Wonderful way of running out the clock there. She went to the floor with number 12 on that one. Great effort. Wonderful game out here. 6.5 seconds left. Bulldogs 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And this game is over, ladies and gentlemen. 22-19 is your final here. Bulldogs lose to the Warriors in a crosstown rival game. Bulldogs 19, Warriors 22. This has been a TTF Sports in conjunction with MITV exclusive basketball game here of the freshman light basketball team between the Nikki Rowe Warriors and the McAllen Bulldogs. All rights are reserved to MITV Productions and TTF Sports Productions.